Did you know most men get 3 to 5 erections while they sleep every night, even in their 50s and 60s and potentially beyond? But yet most men have no idea how to tell if it's even happening. I'm Dr. Fenwa Milhouse, your favorite urologist, Dr. Down Below, co-founder, co-CEO of Down There Urology in Chicago. I have a quick question. Are you still getting nighttime erections? Do you know that? Morning wood is your built-in check-in engine light for blood flow, nerves, hormones. The thing is, it doesn't just happen in the morning. We call it morning wood because some men often wake up with a morning erection. But there are multiple erections happening while you sleep potentially that go unnoticed and are not under your direct control and have nothing to do with you being aroused. So today, I'll tell you about a super cheap at-home test that may screen for nighttime erections. Super simple, anyone can do it. So morning wood is the final phase of something called nocturnal penile tumescence, or NPT, or nocturnal or nighttime erections. It averages about 3 to 5 erections in most healthy men during a normal 8 hours of sleep that occurs particularly during REM sleep. That's that really deep dreamlike sleep. I talk all about the physiology of morning wood in a previous video. Please, I strongly recommend checking that video out first if you haven't already seen it. The primary purpose of nighttime erections, or NPTs, are to maintain penile tissue health. We believe that these nighttime erections that are facilitated during sleep without the need for arousal, independent of that, help to keep the bodies, the erectile bodies in the penis healthy and elastic. Think of them as your body's built-in maintenance cycle, okay? That maintenance cycle that runs while you're asleep. To achieve normal nocturnal penile tumescence, I know that's a handful to say, you need 4 systems working properly. You need sleep, particularly REM. You need healthy open blood vessels, really important. You need intact nerves. You need adequate testosterone, okay? These type of erections are testosterone dependent and are different than erections that you get during the day when you're awake, which are largely testosterone independent. When morning erections disappear or decrease for months, research consistently links that pattern to a higher risk of bona fide erectile dysfunction and cardiovascular or heart disease. And what makes this especially important is timing. Erectile symptoms often show up 2 to 5 years before a major heart or vascular event. Tracking morning erections over time is like watching your check engine light for your heart, hormones, nerves, and erectile function. In a major umbrella review published in the British Journal of Urology, BJU International, in 2021, researchers found that men with erectile dysfunction had a 45% higher risk of overall cardiovascular disease or heart disease. They had a 50% higher risk of coronary heart disease, and they had a 55% higher risk of a heart attack. And men who experience loss of morning erections face around a 35 to 62% increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Y'all, this connection is strong enough that the American Urologic Association, the AUA, explicitly states that men should be counseled that erectile dysfunction is independent risk factor for underlying heart disease and other serious medical conditions that warrant evaluation. So centuries ago, people literally used to watch men sleep to see if they had proof of potency. Thankfully, medicine has evolved, and today NPT testing, nocturnal penile tumescence testing, is a non-invasive way to help separate organic erectile dysfunction that may be due to blood vessels, nerves, hormones, from psychogenic erectile dysfunction that may just be due to anxiety, stress, performance pressure. Because in psychogenic erectile dysfunction, these individuals should have normal NPTs because it's not under any psychosocial factors. Most commonly, a modern tool that we use is called the Scan. It's a home device, and it uses 2 loop sensors placed at the base and the tip of the penis. It's worn for around 1 to 3 nights, and it measures how many erections you have, how long did those erections last, how firm were those erections, and any changes in penile circumference or girth. But if you, again, just want a simple home screen yourself to see if you have nocturnal erections, there's a really, really classic low-tech test that still shows up in the literature, rarely, but it does. It's called the stamp ring or postage stamp test. It was developed in the 1980s as a simple way to detect nocturnal erections. In early studies, it correctly identified men who were having a nighttime erection and those who were not. So here's how it works. Before you go to bed, you take a strip of connected perforated postage stamps, usually around 4 or 5. Wrap them snugly around the shaft. During the night, if you have a nighttime erection that happens, obviously you become firm and ideally firm enough, those perforations tear while you sleep. So in the morning, if the strip is broken, that tells us some erectile activity occurred during sleep. Pretty cool, right? Pretty simple, very cool. If the strip is completely intact, however, just like you left it when you put it on, it suggests that nocturnal erections were absent. It only measures whether an episode occurred. It doesn't provide any additional information about how long did you have an erection, how rigid was your erection, how many other erections happened, because it only can capture one event per night. Once those perforations tear, the first time, it's not like you can see when others occurred. It can also potentially give you false results if you have too much movement during sleep, the bedding, or a partial erection that isn't a complete rigid erection. These things may tear the stamps and give a false reassurance. The stamp test can answer only one basic question. Did you have any penile expansion at night? Okay. Formal NPT testing that we are much more likely to use, like devices like the Scan, provide us more precise data. So here's the takeaway. Morning wood is a built-in health report on your blood flow, your hormones, your nerves. Like I said, watch that video, okay? Really good information about how important morning wood is and the factors involved. And as always, if you want a private one-on-one for testing, treatment questions with moi, use the first link in the description to book with me in my Chicago clinic. I do see patients in person, so welcome to Chicago, and I do virtual visits. If this was helpful, make sure you like this, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, okay? And tell a friend to tell a friend. And let's continue the conversations about all things down there, right here with your girl, Dr. Fenwa Milhouse. I'll see you next time.